Can I see your ID?
I'd rather not give you my ID. I haven't broken any laws.
You can leave peacefully, or we can arrest you for trespassing.
But they
what
have
do you want to do?
They have to trespass me, though.
Unless you're going to give me ID to willingly identify yourself. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, you're
So
Driver's license and registration, please.
when
I don't exactly go to the front of
I'm
people's
already
vehicles
pulled
because
over,
if you had a gun or something like that, you could always.
what are you so scared of? What's your name and badge
You're
number?
right down here.
What's your name and badge number? Are you
right
going to
down
fail to
here.
identify?
I'm not going to fail to identify.
So identify.
I'm providing.
Out of the car, we'll talk about it. But right now, you're resisting arrest.
Get out of the car, we're going to drag you out. We're going to break your window, drag you out.
For what conduct did I do that was disorderly? You witnessed disorderly conduct?
Imagine minding your business and being ordered to move along, not because you broke any law, but because someone in uniform decided you might be a problem. In today's encounter, a citizen stands face to face with a deputy who doesn't seem to understand or care about constitutional rights. What unfolds next is a battle of patience, knowledge, and the raw power of standing firm when it matters most.
Can I see your ID?
I'd rather not give you my ID. I haven't broken any laws.
I'm not saying you broke any laws. I just want to identify you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, I'm Brandon. My name is Brandon.
Okay.
And I haven't broken any laws, so therefore I wouldn't want to give you my ID if that's okay.
I'm just confused as to why not.
I'm not. I wasn't disorderly. She's the one being disorderly. I literally came up to have a conversation. I was talking to him for like 2 minutes. She slammed the door, came over here. She said she was calling you guys, so I didn't leave. Because I didn't want to run away.
What's your middle name, Brandon?
My middle name is Alan, but I'm not going to give you any more information. My name is Brandon. She called you and told you who I was.
What's your date of birth?
I'm not going to give you any more information. I'd like to not give any more information. That's okay.
Why won't you give me your date of birth? I don't understand.
Why would you need to have my information?
Because I need documents your
It's a
information.
violation of my Fourth Amendment right.
It is not a
Well, sure, because I haven't broken any laws. I haven't broken any laws.
I'm not saying you broke any laws. I am asking you to give me
Well,
your
therefore, I'd
information.
like to be secure in my house's paper copy of personal name. I'd like to be secure in my person.
Okay, are you refusing to identify yourself?
Well, yeah, I haven't broken any laws.
So they have asked you to leave. Okay. If you refuse to leave, then you are trespassing, and that is breaking
Well,
the
they
law.
would have to trespass me, and I would have to be given an opportunity to leave. That's how trespass laws work. So if you want...
Good status. Can you start another unit? P2.
You want to ask them if I'm being trespassed?
She already said she wants you to leave.
Well, no, she wanted me to leave. She said she didn't tell me to leave leave this place. She just wanted me to leave the office.
You want him gone, right?
Is that not correct? Isn't that correct, Tom? She wanted me to leave the office, not the property.
Originally, she asked to walk away and leave the office.
Well, that's under my understanding. So if I'm being and that's why is because I was waiting for the officer. I'm sorry, sir. You're assaulting me?
No, I don't want you putting your hands next to me.
You would just love to.
He refused to walk away from my booth.
But
He refused to walk away, and I told him, I will have you removed from my grounds. If you don't walk away, I will call the police and have you removed.
so you want
He
him
very
gone? So you want
politely
me
said
trespass?
to me,
Is that correct? You want me trespassed?
I don't want you trespassed. I want you removed off my grounds.
Well,
Nobody said
that's
you're
how it
trespassing.
works. He can't
You
remove
are,
me unless
you are
I'm
being
trespassed.
argumentative.
Legally, right?
He does. He just loves to do this. This is not the
So
first issue.
here's the deal.
Take him out.
If you want him gone, all right, we would have to formally trespass him. Is that what we want to do?
That's up to you, Brandon. You have a choice.
I have a choice about what you're
So
telling
you
me.
can leave peacefully, or we can arrest you for trespassing.
Well,
What do you want to do?
No, sir. She can ask me if I'm trespassed, then I will.
You
Sir.
can leave peacefully, or we can arrest you for trespassing.
But they
what
have
do you
to
want to
trust. They have to trespass me, though.
Yes, they do, and they can.
So am I being trespassed?
If you don't walk away
No,
from
that's
me
not how it works. You have to trespass me,
you've
then I have to
been
be given an
asked-
opportunity to leave. Isn't
You've
that
been
correct?
asked
keep your
multiple
hands
times.
to yourself.
Well, could you also? Isn't that correct, officer? I have to be trespassed, and then I have to be given an opportunity to leave.
You are being told to leave.
By law.
Okay. At this point, I can arrest you for disorderly conduct. I can arrest you
Thank
for
you.
trespassing.
Well, I'm not being disorderly.
Yes,
I
you
will,
are.
I will gladly leave this area. if
Yeah,
I'm
it's
being
time to
trespassed.
leave. Let's go.
Okay. Well,
All right, leave the fairgrounds.
Could I get your name and your badge number, please?
My name is Officer Wyss, WYSS. My badge number is 109.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your professionalism, sir. Well, you guys have
I
a
wish I
good
could
day.
say the same for you.
Well, I don't think I've been not professional.
I disagree.
Well, why would you say that?
Because you're instigating.
I'm not instigating anything.
Yes, you are. Now
Sir.
it's time to leave. Let's go.
Yeah, I said I was going to leave.
Then let's go. Let's not talk about it anymore.
I have
Let's
to be
leave.
given a number. You don't want me to use my free speech to leave? To leave this place? I can't use my free speech?
Go on.
I'm leaving.
All right.
Yeah. Officer Swiss. What a good guy. A public servant serving the public. It's awesome. Facts. I don't answer questions. I like to
Why
exercise.
you're refusing to cooperate?
I'd like to exercise. I'm cooperating. I'm walking to my car. I'm leaving. That's exactly what you told me to do. What are you doing right now? Exactly.
Well, like I said
I'd like to
earlier, I need-
exercise my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, if that's okay.
You're not being
Ask me
charged
any
with a
other-
crime.
Huh?
You're not being charged with a crime.
Well, exactly. So why would you want to make me insecure
1511.
of my houses, paper, property, effects, and things? Why would you want to make me insecure of my persons and violate my Fourth Amendment right? I'm leaving this place. That's what you told me to do, right?
Hang on just a sec. Can you advise if you signal 30? Sorry, I got a lot of background. Didn't hear that. All right.
I'm curious on why you're further harassing me.
Well, because I needed to determine whether or not you were who I thought you were. Because there's an individual with your name who was involved with, I believe it was St. Joe Police, and is possibly pending charges. So I needed to determine whether or not you had any warrants out for your arrest.
Well, I'd like to not further your investigation.
Well, you can be charged with obstructing justice at that point. or
Well,
obstructing
obstruction is a
police.
physical act.
It's not.
It actually is.
So
By law,
at
it's
this
obstruction.
at this point, all right. Unless you're going to give me ID to confirm this.
I'm not going to you're making me insecure of my house's paper, property, effects, and things. If you violate my Fourth Amendment right, I'm going to sue you
I'm
and your
asking
department.
you to willingly give me your
I've
ID.
not broken any laws,
I'm
is
not
that correct?
forcing you to do that.
I've not broken any laws, is that
What does that
correct?
have to do with me asking you to give you ID?
Because you don't have to have articulable reasonable suspicion to gain my ID.
No, I don't. I'm asking you to give it over.
You have to
Willingly identify yourself. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, you're trying to violate my Fourth Amendment right.
I'm not trying to violate any rights.
have a
If I was trying to
supervisor?
violate your
Can I
rights,
get
I'd
your
be doing it
supervisor?
by force. My supervisor isn't working today.
Okay,
I'm
well-
the only officer. I'm in charge
Well, you
today.
should get a supervisor before you make a mistake.
I don't have a supervisor working right now. I am the supervisor.
I would highly suggest you go above yourself before you make a mistake, because you walked over here to harass me and asked me to gain my ID. I've not broken any laws. I've not even been trespassed from
I'm not
this
forcing
place.
you to get
You
me
threatened
anything.
me with arrest if I didn't leave, which is a violation of my rights
Okay.
in general. That is assault, sir. You have a gun and a badge, maybe the badge, but that gun, that's an assault. You have no legal and lawful reason to tell me to leave this place. They never trespassed me from
I
this
guarantee
place.
you that's not an assault.
Well, I can tell you right now that if I use my words in a threatening manner, that's assault. If I touch you, that's battery. That's assault and battery. So
Okay.
obviously you need to learn the
So
law.
at this point, you've agreed to leave. I suggest you do that.
Well, I suggest you to stop
Okay.
harassing me further.
So
An armed
Get in your
gunman,
car and let's go.
gunman. You actually have no legal and lawful authority to even make me leave at this point. You
let's
understand
get in your car
that?
and go.
You understand
Okay, let's
that,
not make this
sir?
any worse than it needs to be.
Well, I would highly suggest you not make it any worse for yourself, because this is documented on video.
I understand
We're
that.
having a conversation. I wish you had a body camera, because you should. You have a spot for it to
Yes, I
hold
do.
yourself legally accountable for what you're doing right now.
Yep.
Because if you violate my rights and take me to jail, I'm going to sue you.
I understand
And
that,
your
that is your
department.
right.
So
My
I
body
highly
camera's charging right
so
now,
I
that's
highly
why.
suggest
Okay.
you walk away, sir, because you have no legal and lawful authority to make me do anything at the moment.
I'm not trying to
have
make you do anything.
You have no ARS.
just
You have
asking
no
you to do that.
articulable, reasonable suspicion to do anything to me. What you're saying to me is unlawful in what you're doing. I've not broken the law. I've not been disorderly. I've not done anything wrong here. You're coming and harassing me. You walked.
Are you
walked
leaving or not?
over 100 yards to come here and harass me and try to gain my
Are
information.
you leaving or not?
I said I was going to leave. You are hindering that ability for me to do so.
I'm not hindering anything. I've not
Don't come over here like
physically
a
obstructed you.
tyrant.
Are you leaving or no? Or do you want to keep talking?
Do you have legal and lawful authority to even make me leave?
I'm not talking about making you leave. I'm asking you if
Sir,
you're leaving.
you're trying to exercise your authority and usurp authority over me, a
I'm
free
sure you
man,
wish that was the case.
a free
but
man
you're
in
not
this
nearly
place.
as
But
oppressed as you think you
you
are.
threatened me with arrest over there for
I told
disorderly
you what
when
would
I've
happen
not
if
been
you refused to leave.
But I've not been disorderly. You're assaulting my
So-
persons because you have no legal
Are you
and lawful
Are
authority.
you leaving or no?
Why are you standing here?
Are you leaving or no?
Why
Yes or
are
no?
how are you serving the public
Are
right
you
now?
leaving? Yes or no?
I told you that I was going to leave,
All right,
but
then let's go.
but I don't have to leave. You
Let's go.
Sir, no, you wanted to come have this conversation with me. I don't have to leave
No,
this
I'm
place.
bored of this conversation because you're not nearly as cool or smart as you think
But you
are.
understand.
So it's time to
I
go.
want you to know, as a public servant that works for me, I don't work for you.
No, I work for the people of the Berrien Springs.
I am the people, right? I am the
Springs.
people. No, you work for the people. You swore an oath to the U.S. Constitution to therefore protect my rights. You serve the public by protecting
Yes,
individual
and I am
rights.
employed by
and
the
what
people
you're
of
doing
Berrien
right
Springs and
now,
Orinoco Township.
trying to come over here
Okay.
and harass me to gain my
And you are
property, my
disrupting
papers.
the peaceful
I'm not
execution of
disrupting
this fair.
anything. There is
All right.
nobody around here. There is absolutely nobody around here.
So are you ready to go?
You are disrupting my day by harassing me and coming over here. Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's it. If you continue
God
to
bl-
bother the staff at the fair, I will arrest you.
I'm not.
Do you understand that?
Sir, I have never bothered them at all. I was trying to have a communication with them. She got upset, slammed the door. God bless you, sir. Have a great day.
Sometimes the real danger isn't a crime happening around you. It's the authority standing in front of you, hoping you don't know any better. In moments like these, silence is strength, knowledge is armor, and recording is survival. Never forget, you are not a suspect just because someone wants you to be. You're a citizen, and your rights are not up for debate. Imagine waking up to deputies pounding on your door, accusing you of crimes you didn't commit, demanding your ID, all because someone didn't like you. In today's story, a calm but determined man faces off against officers who confuse suspicion with authority. With cameras rolling and rights held firm, this encounter reminds us how quickly a simple misunderstanding can spiral into a full-blown rights violation. Let's see how it all unfolds.
In the hell is going on? What? I'm on private property, boss. Have I broken the law?
Step out of the vehicle, please.
Have I broken the law?
No, but we're officer safety. We don't know what's in the vehicle.
All right.
We'd like you to step out and we can talk.
Well, this isn't a traffic stop, and I haven't broken a law.
You're on lawful order.
This is not a traffic stop,
Out of the park.
and I have not broken a law. I'm under arrest? What am I under arrest for?
Conduct. Get out of the car.
What disorderly conduct?
Get out of the car. We'll talk about it. But right now, you're resisting arrest.
Get out of the car, we're going to drag you out. We're going to break your window, drag you out. Show
For
me this.
what conduct did I do that was disorderly? You witnessed disorderly conduct?
ARS 13-1904.
You witnessed disorderly conduct? Wait, you witnessed disorderly conduct to arrest me?
Out of the car.
Is there a sergeant here?
My lieutenant's right here.
Okay, you witnessed disorderly conduct to arrest me, Lieutenant? Well, he's saying I'm under arrest. Well, am I under arrest or not? So I'm not under arrest and they just threatened arrest? Okay, I'll agree with you there. Clearly I'm being lawfully detained. Am I under arrest like this officer just said? You said I'm not. Well... Freaking vent's so loud, I gotta... Okay.
Sir, please step out of the vehicle.
No.
Okay.
So I said I'll talk to you.
Okay, do you have any weapons in your car?
I'm not going to answer any questions.
Because this is a big difference between us taking you out or not. So you can roll down the window the whole way and let us see your hands,
Okay, you guys have my, you can see my hands. You can see my hands.
This isn't a good...
Bro,
We're getting to the point where this isn't a good...
I understand my rights. I know officer safety. Seeing both of my hands right now, if it's a lawful traffic stop, on private property, yeah. So what am I being stopped for?
You want to talk about why we're here?
I want to know. He said I'm under arrest, and you said maybe. Now I'm not stopped for a traffic stop. Clearly.
You're being legally detained.
Okay, to investigate something. To investigate something?
Yes.
Okay. What are you investigating?
Disorderly conduct.
Okay. Well, it wasn't disorderly. So, what do you want to know?
What happened?
Last night, an employee came in and harassed me about my service dog. That was the start of it all, okay? And he said I needed to have a vest on, which I don't. Their rules say you don't need a vest. This happened at another park, which is why I know. And he's pointed to some sign about fake service dogs and really escalated. I mean, first he came in the room and yelled, like, I was in there by myself. It was like 10 o'clock at night. He comes in the door and says, doesn't even know anyone was walking in. Hey, what's going on in here? Like, what the fuck, man? And I'm like, what? And so he's like, you can't have dogs in here, and you can't have your bike up here. And I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? Because my bike, I rolled it up to set up because I was just using the internet. And anyway, man, I told him, dude, you're out of line. You need to go. And by the time I pulled my phone out when I started filming, then he totally changed his demeanor. It was like, oh, well, I'm just gonna leave, right? So then this morning I start texting to try to get the manager's name because I wrote up what happened and I was going to send it to the manager. So security texted me back saying like they got my site number yesterday. So I'm like, okay. So I text him back, hey, can I get the manager's name? And I got all this in here. He printed it out. Actually, that's what's in his hand. I said, hey, can I get the manager's name and email address? Won't give it to me. He's gonna talk to you at 10:30, whatever. I said, okay, can I please get the manager's name and email address? But no response. Hey man, I got something in writing I want to send him. Can I please get the manager's name and email address? Won't give it to me. Okay, who's the security guard right now refusing to give me the manager's name and email address? Won't give it to me. And then so you can go read the text. This is what they're trying. This is why they called you. Because I asked him what. Because I heard them say the sheriff's here. I'm like, why did you guys call the sheriff? And when I was going out to breakfast, I just stopped to ask. I wanted to get the security guard's name because I'm going to file all this with their corporate. And so when I was stopping there, I hear him on the phone saying sheriff's going, and then he goes, oh, I think he's at the door right now. And so he opens it up with this, shit-eating grin and starts like being real evasive at the door. Like, oh, I told the manager this. I'm like, oh, so you're the security guard? Okay, well, let me get your name. Was not rude, nothing. It's all, I filmed it too. I'm filming every interaction with staff from here on out. So that's where it's at, man.
All right, sir. So the manager wants you to trespass from the property.
I have leaser's rights. You guys don't have the authority to get me off of here unless I've committed a crime.
So, like you said, it's private property. No, you don't.
I have leaser's rights. I'm part of the private property, boss. I got a lease for a $6,500 contract.
Okay, let me talk to dispatch for a second. We can work this out.
Yeah, how about these guys and how about me and you talk and these guys just cover?
Have your ID by chance, sir?
If I haven't broken a law, I'm not giving you my ID.
No, you're being lawfully detained. But who's here?
Hey, stop talking to me. Your lieutenant's talking to me. You shit-eating grin.
I'm talking to you.
Yeah, look at you. You just want to shoot somebody or beat their ass. This is the kind of cop that we all know is out looking for trouble. We all saw that grin. We know he wants to bust this window and drag me out. This one here too. This one de-escalating, super good. You can tell why he's the lieutenant. Can these guys look at that face? Just run his plate. Oh, let's just get it. We can get it either way because it's crack. We need his ID. It's crack cocaine, man. We got to get that ID. Here's, look at. We'll see what this one is. No bald head, so a little bit of a.
All right, sir. So
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to your lieutenant. Cover, contact. Contact, cover. Okay? Well, you're the only one that's not aggravating me and seems to be level-headed enough. These guys clearly want to escalate, pull me out of the truck and beat my ass, take me to jail. These guys over here just don't want to be wrong and get corporate involved because they already screwed up. I am by myself. I've been a member of this for over 2 years. I haven't broken any laws.
don't go anywhere. Just wait.
Can I get your name and badge number, boss?
11041.
What's your name? What's your name? What is it?
Deputy Contreras.
That's him?
Yep.
Thank you, Hughes. Appreciate you being professional. You and the lieutenant, super professional. Those two going to get you guys in trouble.
Okay.
Everyone can see it on film, man. This will go up. I haven't even done anything. What was your name and badge number real quick? I didn't get yours.
My first name is Patrick, last name is Bame, 10337.
All right, thank you.
Would you mind me explaining why we're here? The call we got.
Oh, yeah, no, great.
So, and just try to put yourself in our shoes.
I will.
Coming into this.
I will try.
Okay. So we're getting told that there's a threatening call, okay, that there's a male subject, yourself, described as yourself, described in your truck,
Okay.
that had threatened a security guard last night and was getting into his face last night.
Did you ask what he did to threaten him?
Just hold on.
Okay,
This
sorry,
is
you're
the
right.
call.
I'm
This is
sorry.
the
Let me
call
shut.
we're
Let me shut up. Yeah.
So, us as deputies are responding because now we're being told that there's another male subject, such as yourself, back at the gate, being disorderly, everything like that. Okay?
It's on film, just so you know. But yeah,
I'm sure it
I
is,
know.
but again...
Yep, I hear you, bro. I hear you. You were pulling away as I pulled up, but yeah.
Okay, so, we don't know exactly what's going on, okay? All we know is that there was a disorderly individual going around,
Reported, yeah.
being disorderly, yelling, threatening people, okay? So disorderly conduct is basically making unreasonable noise, using language that provokes another,
Threats, yeah.
or serious disruptive behavior, okay?
Sure.
So obviously threatening, everybody understands what threatening is. Basically, I threaten to hurt you or whatever, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess I have a big question though, because that happened last. Oh, go ahead.
Give me one
Okay,
second,
yeah.
and I'd be happy to answer that for you. Okay. So us coming in as blind, we don't know exactly what is going on, right? So we are told that there's you now at the office, unknown what's going on over there. Okay, so we come in, we see you pulling out.
So they definitely jacked you up. Okay.
So
yeah.
at that point,
I'm seeing now how this happened.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to call our county attorney and explain all this to them. And because I want their help in determining what's going to be the best solution for everybody.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
I mean, I don't know what they would have in it, but I wouldn't mind hearing what they had to say in a way. I know it's really only looking to jack me up, but I'm pretty confident in my standing, so I'm not really worried about it.
We're not looking to arrest you at all.
Not even arrest, just trespass. Just if they had, like. To do that means you're looking to further it to see if you could come back and trespass me because the attorney says you could. That's where I'm saying you're going with it.
We still have to figure it out.
And so I understand as a cop, you're really not looking for my best interest by doing it, but I'm also pretty good at standing on my own 2 feet and say, hey, whatever. If I thought I was wrong, I'd leave. Okay. I mean, I'm a man, dude. I'm 50 years old. I got wheels on my house.
I didn't
the reason,
Corey.
The reason I'm staying is because I have a right to stay and I haven't done anything wrong.
Okay. And we're going to figure that out, Corey. All right,
Corey, I apologize. I made a mistake in saying that.
Bro, I really appreciate that.
Disorderly conduct, but there is a crime being investigated regardless.
I totally get
The
it.
new information is not disorderly conduct. It could be trespassing, like you said.
Well, yeah, I appreciate you apologizing for the way you came up. It was pretty freaking aggressive, and yeah, it would have went sideways real quick. I would have lost, but it would have just been bad, dude. I'm not that kind of guy. It doesn't work for guys like me, man. Like, I understand. I know what you guys are taught. I just wish you guys would look at videos online and realize the way things are going from the way you're taught. Here we go.
I'm terrible with names. Corey, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right, you're free to go.
Okay.
What we're going to tell them is this is kind of a big civil issue, and that you guys need to basically figure it out, court, through eviction.
And just stay away. I mean, I already texted them saying I don't want to talk to any staff, everything in writing, and they can do the same.
What I'm going to tell you is don't talk to them. Stay
100%. Yeah. Please tell me yes. Trust me, I'm on that.
The fact that you recorded that interaction.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that helps with whatever side. Okay?
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you. You don't have to.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to show me the recording?
Yes. Okay. I will show you the recording of in here.
Of the
now that we're done, you've released me and we're good to go.
This encounter proves that knowing your rights isn't enough. You must have the courage to stand on them when it matters most. Had this man stepped out or complied blindly, the outcome would have been far worse. Always stay calm. Always record, and never surrender your freedoms just to make law enforcement feel more comfortable. Your rights exist for moments exactly like this. This encounter proves that knowing your rights isn't enough. You must have the courage to stand on them when it matters most. Had this man stepped out or complied blindly, the outcome would have been far worse. Always stay calm. Always record, and never surrender your freedoms just to make law enforcement feel more comfortable. Your rights exist for moments exactly like this.
Well, I'm with him. We're together. Just do your job. I'm with him. What? I'm good right here. Are you pulling me over or both of us? I'm fine right here. You're not pulling me over, right? Are you pulling me over?
You and him both. You're both going
Why?
87, 85 miles an hour.
No, we're not. I got my cruise on. You're on camera too.
Okay.
So
Driver's license and registration, please.
you're lying. But you're pulling him over, right?
You and him both.
You just told me you were pulling him over, so.
Yeah, well, he was going 87, you were going 85.
No,
Since you
I
don't
got my
wanna do what
cruise
I
on.
tell you to.
I got my cruise
give
on.
me your driver's license and your registration and insurance.
Well, you got to give me a minute for the registration, but here's my license. And you realize that, how can you see my speed when he's right in front of me?
You're following him. So
Yeah.
here's what I did. I hit my front radar
Uh-huh.
on him. He was going 87. As soon as he passed, it went to 85 on you. I'd never stopped the radar.
Uh-huh.
That's the way it is.
Do you have a printout of that?
Now,
Or a
when I make
picture
a
of that to
traffic
prove that?
stop, if you don't do as I say by pointing to the front of him,
As you
by
say,
being behind
is that
me,
lawful?
I'm trying to make
Is that
sure
a
I have.
lawful order?
Yeah, it is, because
How's
it's
that?
officer safety. You're obstructing my
Officer
traffic
safety
stop.
is not a law.
So I want you to pull the front of him
Officer
so that
safety
you're
is
not
not a law.
behind me.
Quote me the
So that
code
I
for
can
that.
make sure that
Can you quote me the law for that? The code?
I'm not going to pull you the law for that.
Then there is
There's
no
a
law for
lawful
that.
Order. It is a lawful order.
There's got to be
on
a code
traffic
for it.
Stop.
There has to be a
44B
code for
100.
it. For officer safety, there is no code.
I don't care.
Just like there's no code
Why-
for public
why-
safety.
Why is it
What's
that
the
you won't do
problem?
what I tell you to?
I'm with him, okay? It's not safe for me to just pull up ahead when
I don't exactly go to the front of
I'm
people's
already
vehicles
pulled
because
over.
if you had a gun or something like that, you could always.
What are you so scared of?
What do you mean? What am I scared of? That's the way we maintain
You
our
think
officer
everybody's
safety.
out to get you?
That is the way we maintain
Why do
our
you guys
officer
always
safety.
think-
I don't know who you are. I don't know
Your
where you're
officer
coming from.
safety issue is ridiculous. You
Huh?
realize that? You guys have like one
You're
of the
ridiculous
least
because you just won't
dangerous
cooperate.
jobs.
You just won't cooperate.
I don't have to cooperate because you didn't pull me over. You pulled him over.
Where's your registration and insurance?
It's a work truck, so you're gonna bear with me here. I don't know why you gotta get so mad about it. Because really, it's just, I'm with him. We're on a road trip delivering these two trucks, so what's the problem with me just sitting back here waiting for you to do your
What's the problem
job?
with me asking you to pull to the front with him?
It's not safe for me to do
You
that.
just don't want to do it.
when I'm already pulled over.
That's the issue. You just don't
No,
want to do
because
what I
it's
ask.
ridiculous. There's no reason for it. When I'm already pulled over.
You're
I
mad
mean,
because you
are
are
you that
pulled
scared?
over because I pulled your friend over.
No,
That's
you're
why
mad because you got to be. You think you need to be scared when you're the
I'm
one with the
not
guns.
Scared. That is how we maintain our officer safety. If I do all my traffic stops in every different way possible,
Officer safety is officer cowardice.
is it officer cowardice?
Yes, it is.
No. Have you ever
Because
been
you don't
trained as a
have-
police
my
officer?
job is more dangerous
Have you
than
ever
your
been-
job.
Is it?
Yes, I
don't
climb
even know
towers.
who you are or what you do. So
I climb
why could
cell
I even
towers.
verify that?
Are you-
Where's
are
your
you-
registration and insurance?
I don't know. You're gonna have to give me some time. It's a work truck, so it's not my personal truck. There's registration. There's the insurance.
Stand by.
with him. You got a supervisor?
1 second.
Do you? Hey, actually, is your body cam rolling?
Body camera is on.
Okay, what's your badge number and your name?
I'll give that all to
I
you
need it
on a
from
card.
you. No, you can verbalize it.
I'm gonna give it to you.
It's the law. You're supposed to verbalize it.
I'm gonna give it.
Can
I'm
you
gonna give
verbally
you, all I have to
identify
do is
yourself?
provide it to you. That's
Verbally.
all I have to do.
Verbally.
I'm gonna explain your citation
Someone
to
that
you.
has vision problems
Is your violation?
is
Do
the
you have
reason
vision
why.
problems?
Anybody that has vision problems is the reason why you're supposed to verbally identify.
Do you have vision problems?
It doesn't matter if I do or not.
Okay.
It's for anybody.
Well, I don't know about that.
You know
but
that.
Anyway,
Yes,
I'm going
you
to give
do.
you this. Your violation's there. That's your total.
What's
the
the
Wills
violation?
Justice Court. Your violation is for speed.
Oh,
We're going
what?
85 and a 70.
Huh.
I'm going to give you a violation citation for
Okay, what's your
80
name?
and a 70.
What's your name and badge
You're
number?
right down here.
What's your name and badge number? Are you
right
going to
down
fail to
here.
identify?
I'm not going to fail to identify.
So identify.
I'm providing you the information
Identify,
to you.
please. Verbally.
Now the Wells Justice Court, the phone number's right there. And
Verbally
I give it till this
identify,
phone-
please.
I give it till this day.
Otherwise, you're not a
Take care
cop.
of the citation.
If you don't verbally identify, you're
I'm
not
going
a
to give your
cop.
options and your instruction how to pay out a contest. Whichever you choose. My
Who-
information
Who's
is
your
down here.
supervising officer?
Huh?
Who's your
My
supervisor?
information is down here. I'm providing that information to you.
Who's your
There's
supervisor?
information. Have a safe day.
Yeah. Who's your supervisor, asshole? Who's your supervisor? And you didn't verbally identify. Assholes. Watch this. What's your name and badge number? I need you guys to verbally identify. We're not going to play these stupid games. Either that or give me your card. Both of you. And it's not a request, it's a demand. I need your name and badge number or your card. That's your job. You guys just not like following the law? You're out here trying to enforce laws and you're not even going to follow the law yourself? You're not following the law. You're not verbally identifying yourselves. By not doing that, you're not cops. You realize that? Not verbally. Yes, it's a huge problem in this whole country. You know that. Don't play dumb. Yes, you are playing dumb. Look at your condescending look. I'm not condescending. I'm demanding your ID. Verbally. For anybody that might have vision problems. That's the reason for it. You know that. You guys gonna fail to ID, both of you? Then get. Okay. What's your badge number?
371.
Thank you. How about you?
Highway Patrol.
Sorry?
Boyer, Highway Patrol.
Boyer? Boyer? And what was the number again? 443? Okay, why was that so hard? I didn't have to. No, I didn't. Was it a lawful order? If it was, quote me the law. Quote me the law. Quote me the law. You didn't pull me over, you pulled him over. No, it's not. Obstructing is a physical act. A physical act, not verbal. Don't play dumb. Really, you can let go of your ego. It makes things run a lot smoother. If you're courteous, I'll be courteous back to you. If you're an asshole, I'm going to be an asshole right back to you. There ain't no law against that, and you know it. That's the First Amendment. You guys got a supervisor? What's his name?
Supervisor's name and phone number right there.
Okay, can you How long would it take him to get here?
He's not working today.
Yeah, bullshit.
I guarantee it.
So
I can get you another supervisor that comes all the
who's
way
your
from Elko.
supervisor right now that is working?
He is my supervisor for this district.
His name
I can
on
get
it.
you another
Who is
sergeant
working right
from
now?
Elko. Can I talk?
Who's
I can
working
get you
right
another
now?
sergeant
Can
from
you answer
Elko.
the question? You're my servant. I'm not your servant. You understand that? That's how it works. That's how the law works.
I'm going to get you another one.
How about you just call him out here? Because this is ridiculous.
About an hour and a half.
An hour and a half? Really? Wow. Is that really? Wow, you guys are funny. You realize there's cops getting fired all over the country for this kind of shit. Losing your fucking pensions, losing your job, even going to jail. Qualified immunity is going away. You realize that? I mean, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure isn't it already gone in Nevada? You guys out here are acting like you're the fucking boss of the road, but you're not. You're public servants. Law enforcement, not feelings enforcement. Your feeling about me being in your way when I wasn't is your problem, not mine. I don't have to move just because you don't like me there. I mean, if I'm wrong, quote me the law, the code. And that you can't do that tells me that I'm right and you're full of shit. No, I'm just trying to get you to give me a straight answer, and you don't want to do that.
You want me to quote the law? I'll quote the law.
Yeah, quote me the law that tells me I have to move.
This encounter proves a simple truth. Standing up for your rights isn't confrontation, it's survival. When officers invent rules on the fly and refuse to be accountable, your calm resistance becomes your greatest shield. Always film, always question, and never let anyone, badge or not, bully you off your rights. Freedom isn't given, it's demanded.